human banality.
Yeah. If I'm not directly involved, why should I care? Kind of mentality.
Wow. So I got a lot of these. Look at this. Didn't even bother stopping.
No. They're all in a hurry to go run in the next car accident.
Wow.
And then they'll get killed, and then there'll be saints and family members and good people, and you hear the same old shit story every fucking time.
Every time at a fucking gravesite, he was a saint, she was a saint, they were good people. Hear it all the time. All the time. I can't remember how many funerals I've been to saying that this person was a saint when I knew that they were a piece of shit.
When they would go home drunk, take the monies that they've earned, instead of putting it to the family they helped build, go out and get another 6-pack or get a pack of weed or whatever it's laced with nowadays. You just plain smoke it up and abuse the family.
See, when I die, and if anybody goes to my gravesite, I want them to be truthful and say what kind of an asshole I am. Now, this guy Sean, apparently he's got this weird thinking going on.
No, he's in what most political analysis would call an echo chamber. It's a trap.
A trap, huh?
He's been sucked into a group, and they're feeding him only their version of the story. You have to be extremely suspicious of everything you hear in politics. You gotta look for the facts, and sometimes the facts are, this was manufactured.
Fake news?
This was embellished.
Of course it is.
Like the Gulf of Tonkin incident was embellished. We went looking for that little incident. We couldn't make it happen. So President Johnson of 1963 decided that, you know what? Let's manufacture the incident. Democrat president
got us in the Vietnam War.
Because he needed to have a political win war so he could get reelected in 68. Well, karma's a bitch, as some people like to say. And by 67, he was going, no, I'm out. So guess what? Nixon. Because the country was sick of it too. So they put Nixon in charge. And Nixon goes about trying to win the war. Johnson went about trying to lose the war. And Nixon went about trying to win the war. And the first thing Nixon did was get rid of McNamara and his bullshit rules of engagement. It went from, you must fly by it. You must identify the tail number. You must see the flag. You must let them shoot at you first. Till you see it, it dies. No fly zones. Went from, we'll only bomb trails to, okay, let's blow the shit out of the city. We know where all the stuff's being made. Curtis LeMay bombing. Got them back to the table in 72. Nothing else did. Then Nixon went and fucked up and got into Watergate. Checks and balances.
Checks and balances.
That's why I'm not overly concerned about Trump. If he is guilty of a federal crime in office,
federal crime,
it is the job of Congress to begin impeachment proceedings. Everybody's hanging their hat on the Mueller investigation. Well, guess what? It's been 2 fucking years. Watergate took 90 goddamn days. See the difference? If there truly is evidence, it comes to the fore quickly. The guilty go running for the gates and they get gobbled up. FBI knows this procedure backward and forward. All you're gonna get is a backroom deal, which is the case for Russia, a backroom deal to build hotels. That's all you're gonna get. A backroom deal for hotels. Is it legal here in the States? No, it's not legal here in the States. But he was in Russia trying to get hotels built in Russia. When in Rome, you do as the Romans do. The same thing will happen in France, happen in Germany, and goddamn it sure as hell happens every 10 minutes in that Saudi Arabia. What are you going to pay me to make it happen? Our little thing in Yemen? That's a Saudi Arabian story. All we're doing is supplying the weapons. Lockheed and Boeing are making money off of that shit. No one has any problems with Arabs shooting Arabs. That's the way it is.
I don't have a problem with Arabs shooting Arabs.
Yeah, it's their
I got
fucking
no
war.
problem with that.
Let them kill themselves. Let them sort it out themselves. They needed their reformation 500 fucking years ago. They're not getting it anytime soon. They're going through the same shit Christianity went through with its reformation. 500 years of abuse, 200 years of revolution, and then maybe, just maybe, be something worth looking into if you're along the lines of trying to find a faith. But right now, it's blood for blood. And I'm keeping my distance from that shit as far as possible. So that's what we should have done with Syria. Their goddamn civil war, let them sort it out. It's not our problem. Just like we told the world in our civil war. Internal business, stay out of it. Because guaranteed, if the British would have landed an army, which they were planning on doing, it would have been faced by the Potomac Army and generally in an impromptu alliance to kick out the outsider. And then we kick each other's ass again. That's what we do in this country. We got our own little internal problems, but let some other asshole come in.
So what do you think these kids, or these young millennials have learned? Have they learned anything?
No, they've been miseducated, indoctrinated, and don't know what the truth is. They've been told to discount books. They've been told to discount the patriarchy. Fuck that shit. It's all garbage. Marxist, neo-communist, Comintern garbage. All meant to make the country weaker from the inside so they can roll on in and take charge. It works in South America because the South American people just go, what do we got to lose? When you're downtrodden and kept in penniless for 200 years and the landowners keep fighting with each other, what do you got to lose? Because obviously the current system down there isn't working, and guess what? Venezuela isn't working very well for the socialist crowd, is it? Became yet another totalitarian state.